Hi, I'm James Milan with APN. We are here at the First Parish Unitarian Universalist Church in Arlington Center, where there is a carbon pricing forum happening tonight. We'll be talking to some of the panelists and the organizers. What is it that you hope that the community is going to be getting out of this event tonight?
Well, the great hope is that people will get educated about carbon pricing, which is a confusing and sometimes complex issue. It's oftentimes called a carbon tax, and we've called it pricing. I think throughout the country that's starting to happen because it's not really a tax. So to be able to explain that it's got a rebate, but it's an incentive. It's an incentive to use less carbon and to price the true price of carbon.
So I'll be talking in some depth about the legislation, and I'll be talking about how the bill would set up a carbon pricing system in Massachusetts and how it would be returning the money to the public after the public pays it in their fossil fuel bills. The money would then be rebated both to households and to businesses. And I'll talk about how that system would work and would leave people as well off as they started before the carbon pricing came in. And I'll also talk about the projections of impacts that we think doing this will have, both on reducing carbon emissions and on the economy of Massachusetts, which we think it will have positive impacts.
We did a study of carbon pricing, and carbon pricing is cap and trade as well as a carbon fee and rebate system in 2008, and determined that carbon pricing is a very big bullet in the arsenal of tools that we have to fight climate change because it's system-wide. So at this point, we really feel very strongly that we need system-wide approaches to deal with climate change.
You know, when you do a mathematical proof and it's simple and it's elegant and it just gets to the point fast, that's what a price on carbon does. There's lots of things we could do that make it a lot more complicated. For example, we want to get people out of their single-occupant vehicle cars. So we could put tolls on all the highways, we could increase the cost of parking, we could put bus carpool lanes on every highway, do a lot of things like that. But if we put a price on carbon and we give that money back to people, then they make their own decisions and they decide whether they want to keep driving, it'll cost them more, or they want to get in the bus and they can actually make money in the deal.
I feel that putting a price on carbon and being realistic about, pricing pollution is one way that everybody can get the signal that it's time to look at things that are disastrous for our health, our climate, our environment, our business, our homes, and help people make the switch. And for me, it's a win-win-win.
From the Carbon Pricing Forum at the First Parish Church in Arlington Center, I'm James Milan for Arlington Public News. Thanks for joining us.